What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. The Netflix series, The Later Daters, proves one of my main points. And one of my main points is the game don't stop with age. It keeps going. And that game is man gets woman. They ain't like motherfuckers stop at a certain age and stuff. They keep going. And that Netflix show, The Later Daters, proves that point. I put a link in the description box for it. It's about people like 55 and up. They still looking for love. Shoot, some more younger than me, though. Nah, it don't stop because, every now and then, I guess somebody just say, Rom, you don't know what's going on. Rom, you old. But, dude. The game don't stop. Shoot. I've had a coaching client who was, I had a coaching client one time. It was in his 70s. I got a lady friend who got dogged out by a guy in his late 60s. I've known some guys in their late 60s still having babies and shit. Still popping out babies. That game don't stop. As long as a man... Hey, look. The game don't stop because people... Their sex drive don't stop. Their sex drive don't stop at all. In fact, shoot, I know some women in their 60s. They still fucking. They still getting down out here. They ain't letting nothing stopping them. And then you got some men. Some men definitely doing their thing. It ain't like they just sitting around. See, some young guys don't know that because they don't know anything. Or they don't want to imagine that they're, Nana or Pop and them getting down like that. But they sure as hell are. They sure as hell are. The game don't stop. It keeps going. And I've been saying that. And, I'm going to tell you what. A lot of times somebody don't want to listen to what I'm saying. I say, okay, fine. Here's some proof. On that trailer. And that was just a few. And I was just like, shoot. Like I said, you had some people younger than me. Shoot, you had one dude on there. That dude was a prototype for body game. Now, there's some, slight nuances and stuff. Because, these women had everybody had their own home and stuff. So they ain't looking for marriage. And they had kids. And I'm going to tell you what, though. When people get older... they looking for, they'll look for some outside different stuff, but at the end of the day, they just looking for somebody they can spend time with. They looking for somebody they can get with. This 70-year-old, and he might watch this. I ain't call your name. He just wanted just women to have sex with every now and then. They had to tell him how to get rid of a woman. Oh man. Then I saw a picture of another woman. He was throwing something at him. I was like, damn, she fine. It's some slight differences. When you especially you talking little stuff, you got a lot of young guys think you gotta have hair and all of that. You gotta have that hair, and they be talking about that, but shoot, depends. If you young, yeah. But if you older, because there were quite a few, brothers on that show. Shaved head, beards and shit. It was about, I don't know, how many was it? At least 3 I can think of on that show. Yeah, some black men on there. There's some white guys on there, too. Some silver foxes and stuff. And, and the age range was typically from 55 to 70. 55 to 70 and stuff. They still want to get down. their parts still work. Shoot, the men can still get their dicks up. The women still get wet. Might take a little long. Actually, I take that back. It depends on the woman. Because I dealt with, like, when I was in my 50s and stuff, dealt with some older women in their 60s. Man, this shit stayed wet. I ain't had to do very little. This shit stayed wet. Shoot. Because, here's the game, really. All the game is really sex. These people still want to have sex and stuff. They still want to have companionship. They still want to get down. They ain't stopping just because they reached a certain age. Shoot, in fact. Shoot. Once they get to a certain point, it might be horny. And in fact, you got a lot of older men and women getting down more. Because the kid, they done had a kid. So, I want y'all to think about it like this. They done had the kids. They done been married maybe once or twice. But they still want companionship. They still want to be around somebody. They still want to get down in the bedroom. Bedroom. Right? They still want to do something. The game don't stop. Shoot, I got some older guys be watching my videos. Even though my biggest group is like the 25 to 34 range. They don't stop. Shoot, that shit don't stop. Shoot. And then women be trying to get down. They be doing their thing and their everything. They ready. The game don't stop. But see, I had to say that because a couple times, you get some dudes that be like, well, you old, you don't know what's going on. I'm going to tell you what, like I was saying earlier, man, it ain't that much of a difference, maybe slight. And even then, like one of the dudes on there who hooked up with one of the main women, and she was fat than a mother, and she had a body. I was like, damn. I didn't think she was in her 60s, man. She had a body. She got with this dude, man. That dude was a poster child for older body game. He was a brother and stuff. He was 6'3". All the stuff I talk about height, she was going crazy over his height. And they showed a picture of him. That dude had some abs and shit. I was like, oh shit. No wonder she was losing her mind over him. And they be, I'm gonna tell you what, they don't change up that much. They give you a little bit of headway, but you still gotta be in decent shape. Still gotta look good to them and stuff. And you still gotta click with them. And it's a different vibe. It's like, do they click? That's all it really come down to. Do they click? Now, everybody on the show didn't get with somebody at the end. And I could break down each one what their issue was. But they were still trying. And shit, there was some women in their 50s. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I'm 59. I'd have, if I ran into them, I'd have been like, oh shit. I was like, god damn. There was about 3 or 4 of them on there. I was like, god damn. Shit. Because you gotta understand, man. Anybody who's like younger don't think these women be getting down. You're not getting outside. You gotta get out. Shoot, they be doing their thing. Partying and everything. They don't stop that game. I'm gonna tell you what. Only time it might stop for anybody is if they just ain't healthy. They just ain't physically healthy. And even then it might not stop. But other than that, like I said, the men, if they can get this shit up, and the women, they still get wet. They still want to meet somebody. They still want to get with somebody. And y'all can check it out for yourself. Because, every time I prove my point, I say, me, I always put something in there so you can check it out for yourself. I said, you don't have to believe me. But my point is, it really, And I said there was some minor differences. And I do mean minor differences. Like I said about the hair. Like an older woman, you know, she ain't gonna trip if your hair ain't all there. She ain't gonna trip. Now, if you got it all, fine. But if you don't, she ain't gonna lose sleep. As long as you, like, you know, get that silver fox game. I've talked about that before. I've talked about the silver fox game before. Just, you know, fix yourself up. In fact, I had talked about those guys on IG, the Silver Fox Squad. You know? Because all the Silver Fox game is they just fix themselves up. You know? Stay in decent shape. Same thing the young people doing. Hook themselves up. Only thing is, they just got some gray hair. But then they'll fix that up. Like if they just got gray beards or something, they'll fix that up. Or, you know, they'll fix that up. Or something like, you know, if their hair's falling out or something, they ain't putting a bunch of shit in their hair. They'll just shave that shit. You know? They looking fly and shit, you know? And they definitely, they get older. They practicing body game. Because women lose their mind over somebody in their 60s who's fit. I say fit. You know, they don't got to be like super muscular or anything, but women lose their mind. And then if you go to a lot of these gyms and stuff, you get a lot of older women working out. They be doing like, shoot, they'll go there in the morning and everything. They'll go there in the morning and like get there like, you know, start with one aerobics class, and then by the end of the day, they done been through 3 or 4 aerobics classes. And shoot, and they ain't gonna get on the scandalous stuff, because sometimes if they don't got that husband that keeps up, or that husband who they in that I say roommate relationship with, oh trust me, they be looking for it. And especially you get a lot of those older women on some cougar shit. You get a lot of those older women on some cougar shit. So the game ain't, you know, if they can't find somebody, a silver fox around their age or something, they don't give a fuck about fucking some youngin'. They don't care. They'll get a youngin'. They don't care. And that's why you got some of those older women be in their 40s, 50s, shoot, even 60s. They get that young guy and stuff. They get that young guy can tear him up. And they be looking good, because you do got some women on some silver fox stuff too. But, you know, and it's no different, really. I mean, it's like some minor shit. Like, the biggest thing is the older women, they still looking for somebody who in their eyes looks good, you know, good to them and all of that, and they can click with. That's the biggest thing. As long as they in decent shape, you know, they ain't gonna be like some 20-year-olds and stuff. And then they looking for something different, you know. They ain't, because one thing when you're dealing with young women in the back of their mind, they might be thinking marriage. I'm saying they might, you know, and they might have it in the back of their mind, have some babies. But then you get those older women, like I said, they done had their kids grown. They playing with, they call Nana because they playing with grandkids sometimes. Oh, they down. They get down. Oh, man. I remember this one dude I knew, he had a bunch of pictures from one of those, like, Shadow World parties and all of that, you know? And had a picture from one of those Shadow World parties, a bunch of old people in there all naked and all of that. I was like, damn. And this wasn't like with phones, this was with like Polaroids. I was like, God damn. What? You know, they still be doing their thing. But like I said, it's like I always say, the game don't stop. As long as man wants to have sex, as long as woman wants to have sex, they gonna still interact. Men and women still gonna interact, even if they even go through a divorce or go through some shit, they still gonna interact with each other. You know, the game don't stop. It ain't gonna stop. Only way it stops is if you just decide you don't, for whatever reason, if you're a man, you just don't want women anymore. And you got some fellas out there like that. You know, for whatever reason, they just withdrew from it. Okay, that's on them. And some women who, for whatever reason, withdrew from it. Even though it's usually more men who will withdraw from it than women. Women, like I said, women, you get some older women, you know, they'll give that young guy a look. They always get that young guy a look. They get that young guy with low inhibitions and stuff, and you know, they keep themselves in shape. Because I've known plenty of women. I was dealing with this one woman, man. She probably in her 60s now, man. She said guys in their 20s were trying to holler at her. I mean, it is what it is. You know, to keep themselves in shape and everything. And you'd be surprised. But like I said, it ain't like some slight stuff. Like I said, hair, maybe. And that's a maybe. It depends. That depends on the group and whoever. That depends on the group, you know. And usually, I'm going to tell you what, though. Money isn't as big an issue. Because when women get older, the money picture kind of go out because they usually got their own house. The guy be like, well, I'm making 6 figures. She be like, I'm making 6 figures too. Like, the women on that show, the later daters, man, they were living in some nice-ass houses. And they, you know, yeah, one woman, she had a PhD. Another woman had been an optometrist. She had a big house. All of them had nice houses and shit, doing some stuff. So when they looking for a man, they, you know, ain't even about the money. It's more about companionship and everything. Companionship, who they can hang out with, who they want to fuck. In fact, I remember talking with this one guy. He's a relationship. I don't know what to call him exactly. He just dealt with relationships, and he said most of his clients were like people in their 50s and 60s. He said they still getting down. In fact, somebody else has said a lot of them getting like STDs and stuff because they getting down. They ain't sitting back. And it's not, like I said, it ain't that much of a difference. Like some minor shit, but that's about it. But I know some people be listening to me sometime and they don't know. You know what's funny? Some people will say some stuff and only because they don't know it, they'll disagree, or, you know, they say, you don't know. Instead of going out and finding out. I don't talk about anything I haven't, like, either experienced personally or eyewitnessed. Because I could have told them, the producers could have came to me. I could have got a crew for them. Yeah, I could have got some old players to get on there and like do some stuff. They probably wouldn't want that though. Yeah, I get you. Because you know, men and women, you know, want to get together. Men and women want to hook up. You know. And if you ain't in that want to hook up with the opposite sex, well, that's what this channel is about. Men getting women. And that shit don't stop. That shit don't stop with anything. Now, like I said, some little stuff. Like a man in his 60s, he probably ain't looking for supermodel of the world. Well, shit, if she decent shape, you know. As long as he in decent shape, he might deal with her still. Yeah, still deal with her. Got a little cellulite and all that. I remember this older comedian. He said he had this routine. He was talking about that. He said, "Girl, I don't mind that cellulite." Shit. And one thing I can tell you, dealing with some of those older women, one thing about them, they usually straight to the point though. They like younger women will play that game. They usually running those games and stuff because they ain't, half the time they don't know. But the older ones, they either like you or they don't. If they ain't feeling you, they'll pretty much let you know right away. You know? They'll let you know. See, that's one good thing with the older ones. If they don't like you, they just don't like you. And they'll let you know, or whatever their real interest in, they'll tell you straight up. They'll tell you straight up. Because I remember when I was in my 20s and 30s dealing with some women in their 40s, man, they let you know where they trying to go, what they trying to do. See, that's something else too. They get straight to the point. You can't even though I might use the term game, you can't use the term as far as manipulation or anything like that. It's pretty much if they ain't feeling you, they let you know. If they feeling you, they let you know. And yeah, they looking for companionship, but they ain't trying. Usually they done been through marriage and everything, so they ain't trying to hook that up right away. Usually they just want steady sex. Sex and companionship. Shit. Sex and companionship. And that's cool. That's cool. But like I said, the game never ends. It don't really end, shoot. You go to some of these old folks' homes or something like that, and you'll get some shit. I guarantee you there's always some players up in there. And I told you, even at my gym, I haven't seen him around. He used to be this old guy. He'd be up in there with the women. This one woman. He had that cool. He was old school. I told you about him. He had his leg crossed in that smooth way. Not in that gay way, but that smooth way. I was like, go ahead, play. But yeah. The game it never ends. As long as a man wants a woman wants a man, it keeps going. It don't matter age. Only thing age does is it got more experience. It don't stop for anybody. It does not stop. I want y'all to keep that in mind and stuff. But check out, don't believe me. Check out the trailer if you got time. Check out the thing. You know? Check out the thing. Like I said, some little differences. They ain't as big on online dating and stuff. Actually, one of the guys, he did have an online profile. So it is what it is. So yeah, check it out. Anyway, y'all, I'll get back with y'all. I don't know if I'm doing a car video tomorrow. Me and my son's doing something early in the morning. I don't know. I might. I don't know. I'll see. Maybe I'll just do something to stay at home. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.